Good morning. It's Monday, and you know what time it is? It's time to talk about some transfers. As Rangers are linked with a move for Troy's midfielder Metinho, with a 22-year-old currently on loan at Basel, top of their list of targets for the incoming American owners. Welcome back to Fog Football. I'm not convinced in the slightest that 4 million on this guy is going to be any good. I'll be brutally honest because I've done a wee bit of looking into the guy, right? Now, 10 games for Basel, but he's on loan for Troy. Has Basel's stock just absolutely plummeted? I'm not too sure. Now, the guy's highest market value was actually when he was at Fluminense, right? He was actually 5 million back then. That was back in what, the May 28th, 2001. Then went to Troy's, and then a couple of seasons out on loan, he dropped down to like 1.2. He went to Sparta Rotterdam, and then ever since then, he's managed to kind of turn his career around, and he's got a move to Basel in the last 6 months of his career here. So, just to reiterate, joined Basel on the 27th of January 2025, and it's, you know what, it's kind of worked for him now. In terms of this season, he has played 10 games in the Swiss Super League, 1 game in the Swiss Cup, 12 games in the Eredivisie, and 2 games in the Toto KNVB Brekker, which must be the Dutch the Dutch Cup, right? He's played 1,179 minutes, 2 assists in 25 games. But again, he's a central midfielder. He's a defensive midfielder. I'm not expecting him to get those kind of stats now. And he spends 53% of the time in the starting 11 when it comes to the Swiss Super League. But I just look at this guy and think, is this really a guy that's going to be, a difference maker for Rangers? Is this the position that we are crying out for the most? Honestly, I don't think it is. Now, if you're preparing for like Nico Raskin to go out the door, and you might not have a lot of faith in other guys that are in like the central midfield area, then I can accept it. But it's just a bit of a weird one for me. This Metinho deal. I mean, 4 million. What is it with Rangers and just spending 4 million on guys that might not actually be worth it? Now, in terms of his actual contract, now of course you could fall down the rabbit hole here and look at, well, it says on Transfer Market his contract expires on the 30th of June. Yes, this year. But that is of course, his loan spell. So there's nothing really to look into there. I mean, that's how loans happens, folk. There's actually like no mention of how long he's got left on his deal at Troyes. So again, 4 million. Would he be better than Diamande and Raskin? No, I don't think he starts over either of them. And honestly, I'd rather give Bailey. But then you're getting Bailey Rice, Lyle Cameron, Connor Barron. Like, and I'm not saying I don't want to sign midfielders, right? Because I think we definitely need like creative ones that are good. I feel like those 5 guys that we've just listed there, they're centre mids. None of them's really a cam. Um, Haji's probably away. Barami's just not good enough. So I think that's the area I'd be looking. See, in terms of centre mid CDM, I don't think we really need anybody. I'll be honest. On it, do we? I mean, I think there's a lot of positions in that Rangers team that we need players in. I don't think that area of the pitch is the one that's desperately crying out for it. Now, at the same time, I think there has been a lot of players that have been inconsistent in that area, like Connor Barron, Diamonde. There's games he just switches off in. Nico Raskin didn't exactly have the greatest start to this season, but I think in 2025 he's been quite easily our best player. Bailey Rice, anytime he plays, the kid's good, so I'd like to see more of that. And who else? I think I've pretty much mentioned them all there. So I mean, I wouldn't be 100% against this move, but like I say, I just think there's other areas of the pitch. I mean, it is just simply a rumor at this stage of the game. But yeah, Basel. It's weird that he's on loan at. I mean, it's weird that he's went out on loan to Sparta Rotterdam, then Basel for League Two in France. Isn't it? I think there's something weird about that. What's going on? I think Troy's a part of the City group, or is that, have I just plucked that out of thin air? Because I seen when I googled the guy's name that he's linked with this like Man City's group or whatever. But hopefully, we see what happens here, the 49ers. Maybe something will happen there, but I've got a feeling, man, there's going to be transfer rumours bouncing off the walls in the summer here. So looking forward to it all. Only 2 games to go, guys, for this awful season to end. Well, it depends who you support, but here on Fog Football, for a Jambo and a Bear, it's been brutal.